Salve, Skipperly. So today we're going to talk about imperatives in both the positive and the negative. So I'm sure the first thing you're wondering is, what is an imperative? Well, it's really not so bad. Everything we have done so far has all been in the indicative. So your present endings of OST, mustis enti, aris tour, mormoniantur, bomba spot, bomba spot spont, bar spot tour, bomor bomini bontour, all of that has been a part of the indicative. And the indicative mood is used to state a fact. So it's our sentence like, mater donum filio dat, the mother, our subject, does the verb, gives the gift, your direct object, and gives it to the indirect object, the dative, son. Now, the imperative is a different mood. While an indicative states a fact, an imperative issues a command. So if I took my indicative sentence and I changed my verb to be an imperative, I would get da donum filio. So that is, give the gift to the son. So I still have my verb, it's just now in a different mood, and I'm saying give. I'm issuing a command, but I'm still giving the direct object to the indirect object. So all that's really changing here with the imperative is we are stopping from stating a fact, and we are instead issuing a command. Now, the good news about issuing a command is that you always have to do it in second person. So because of that, the imperative doesn't technically get labeled with a person. You'll still have number, and you won't really have voice either because it's not something that's available. And because of that, forming them becomes very simple. So to form it in the positive, so if you're issuing a positive command, in the singular, so you just want to tell one person to do it, all you're doing is taking the infinitive, dropping off the RE, and that's your singular form. To make it plural, you're taking the infinitive, dropping off the RE, adding in a TE, and then it's the plural form. So you're probably wondering what they look like. So here are some examples. We have rogo, rogare, first conjugation, right? You take rogare, drop off the RE, and then you get roga. So this means to ask. So I'm just commanding ask. When I make it plural, I'm just adding a TE to it. So I took the infinitive, dropped the RE, put a TE on. Now I have rogate. And now I'm just saying, you all ask. Ardeo, ardere, second conjugation with that macron. So that's burn. So now I'm commanding singular, burn. And then ardete, burn, plural. Peto petere, third conjugation. Now, we do get a small exception with third and third IO, but you'll notice that it's only in the plural. So for the singulars, you're still taking the infinitives, dropping off the RE, so that gives you pete and cape as your singular imperatives. When you make them plural, you have to change this E and this E to an I in front of the TE, because remember, these are soft E's and they can't stand up to a T. So you change them to I's and that's it. Fourth conjugation then goes back to being completely normal. Take the infinitive, drop the RE, you get audi, and then for the plural you're adding a TE, audite. So really, forming them in the positive isn't so bad. All you're doing is taking the infinitive, dropping the RE, and then you have your singular form. Throw on a TE, and then you have the plural form. And all of these translate then into commands, so this would be ask, burn, seek, take, hear. And then you all ask, you all burn, you all seek, you all take, you all hear. So all that we have left then is to do them in the negative. Now in the negative is just as easy. It's even easier. There's no exceptions, there's no changes. You can't make a negative imperative without telling somebody to not do something. So this is from a verb we haven't learned yet, nolo, meaning to not want. So all you're doing is you're basically commanding somebody to not want. So you use nolo, add the infinitive, and then you get the singular. Nolite plus the infinitive gives you the plural. And it looks like this. So our same verbs again. Noli rogare. I took noli, added in the infinitive. Notice they are two separate words. And now I'm saying don't ask to one person. Nolite, don't ask to two people. Noli ardere, don't burn. Nolite ardere, don't burn. Noli petere and nolite petere, don't seek. Noli capere, nolite capere, don't take. Noli audire, nolite audire, don't hear. So all you're doing here is taking basically the imperative of to not want and throwing on an infinitive with it as basically a complementary infinitive to form your negative imperative. So this is don't and just add in your verb. All right, I hope this all makes sense. Please feel free to watch the video again. Vale te discipuli. And one final thing, for those of you that are putting together your Harry Potter spells over this Thanksgiving holiday, I just want to tell you that make sure you read through the instructions on the paper, and you should have a set of positive commands for throwing a spell at somebody, but then for defending yourself, they should all be negative imperatives. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions. Vale te discipuli.